Hi, this is Freddie from Lincoln Yu-Gi-Oh! We are here with Shane Nye, who is profiling his Kozmo deck.
Yeah, so leading, we've got 3 Kozmo Dark Planet. I think
Why do you run Dark Planet?
mostly Monarchs. I think the deck has this deck's inherently better than everything else in the meta. It's just better than BA. It's better than PK Fire. It's better than any build of BA bar the Kaiju build, but Kaiju's you can't really do much about. This gives you an edge against Monarchs by being able to negate Stormforth, and it lets you make some really unbreakable boards. Like having Lady Infinity Planet, there's not much your opponent can do against that because there's no board clears that are going to work, bar perhaps Cyber Dragon. So you're going to lose to Cyber Dragons, but you lose to Cyber Dragons anyway with Kozmo. You're going to have a bad matchup there anyway. You play 3 Destroyers. I can't think of any reason you'd run less. It's pop on summon, floats, 3k, non-targeting, dark. It fits everything in the deck. Play 1 Foreigner. This is probably the worst chip. It's literally its use is it's big enough to float into Lady, and it's 2800 and can't be targeted. Occasionally it gives you the life points back, which can be nice in the grind or in time, but other than that, it's not that great. You got 2 Landwalker. This is good for just diverting destruction. Just putting the a destruction by battle, turning it into destroying this instead of destroying Lady is pretty good. You got 2 Slip Riders.
Why only 2?
I don't think removing the back row is that much of an issue anymore. You're going to be negating a lot of stuff, and you really only need it for like the combo into infinity and to pop your own town. That's all you ever seem to use this for now. So I think 2 is fine. I'd like 3, but every time I play 3 it just breaks more because if you open a lot of ships and no island and no pilots, you're screwed. Then you got 1 Delta Shuttle for the combo. That's it for my ships. For the pilots, I'm running 1 Lady.
Why only 1?
Don't have to.
That's good.
I don't think I need to run. I don't think I'd want to run 2 either, because every time, I think Lady's one of those cards. It's nice to have 2, but if you open both, it's not level 4. It's level 5, which makes it awkward. I mean, it's really good, but at the same time can be really bad. I play 1 Farm Girl.
Why only 1?
You only need 1. You're going to e-tail it out of the game, and that's the only thing you ever need to use it for. Occasionally you'll dump it with Delta so you can bring it back with Sword Troopers and go for game. It's not a massive combo piece anymore, it's just the game winner. Play 2 Sword Troopers, 3 Clogs. This card sucks, but the players it gives you access to are amazing, so you have to play bad cards to do that, but that's the story of this entire deck, really. 2 Strawman. This is the best pilot in the deck, by far. It's just, off of a Strawman, you can put, Strawman enables you to put multiple monsters on board. It lets you bring back your banished stuff. It's Kozmo Town that gets them to the field. I mean, yeah, it negates effects, but it's really nice to put that extra damage on board. 2 Tin Can. You don't run 3 anymore. You don't need to run 3. If you're playing pure Kozmo, by all means run 3, but I'm playing the Fire King build, so I don't think you need to run 3 Tin Can in that. I like it at 2.
Why do you run 2?
Because you want to be able to summon 1 off of your float at the end of your combo, and if you've drawn that 1, you can't float into Tin Can. So you run 2 just in case. I mean, yeah, you occasionally draw 2, but unlucky, I guess. You can shuffle it back with Town, because Town's a keep out of the combo as well. I'm running 4 hand traps. I'm running 2 Maxi and 2 Veiler.
Why only 2 Maxi?
I played 3, but a lot of the times I drew multiple, and I think Maxi's great, but at the same time it's not a combo piece. So Maxi is good against everything that's not Monarchs, and Veiler's good against Monarchs. So it's the right combination, I think. Veiler's also good, has niche uses against PK Fire and stuff, and Kozmo, but other than that, it's not that great. And then, because I'm playing Fire Kings, I'm playing the 1 Baby Chicken.
Why only 1?
Because the card sucks. I'm cutting down on the bad cards I'm playing in the deck as much as possible. I mean, yeah, running 1, you draw it, and you don't have combo, but you can play around with that, and then you're just playing Kozmo. So it's not all that bad. For my spells, I'm playing 3 Town.
Why 3?
You need it for the combo. You need Town. You need to be able to see Town for the combo. I've always disliked running 3 Kozmo Town because I think it's one of the most bricky and inconsistent cards in this deck. Every other Kozmo deck I played when I was playing Tin Can Turbo, I only played 2 because I thought 3 was too much. Now you kind of have to, and Town's one of those cards. If you have it, you're probably going to win that game. It's such an advantage. It gives you so much advantage. Lets you put back stuff you didn't want to draw, like your Strawmans, your Tin Cans, your Farm Girls. and it lets you add back the stuff you banished with Planet. So it's a really good card, but at the same time, it's because it can't shuffle back itself, it can be really inconsistent. One island for
Why
the
only
combo.
one?
You only ever need to see it once. I'm playing one chicken, I don't need to see it twice. And then 3 terraforming to add the field spell that I haven't yet drawn, which typically ends up being island, but occasionally I draw the island and the terraforming. You need to open island. You need to open 2 field, one of each field spell, and a ship, ideally to make the combo. A ship that's Delta Shuttle or bigger than Delta Shuttle. 2 E-Telly, because we're not allowed to run 3 anymore. Why Konami? I understand why E-Telly's at 2. I think it should have gone to 1 personally. 2 Allure. So happy this is back at 2, but so like with the amount of darks you're playing in this deck and the fact that Kozmo Town turns this into a pot of greed, you definitely play this at 2. Then it lets you get rid of brick cards in your hand. Like when Planet's bad, you just allure it away. Then my traps, I'm playing 1 Mojo.
Why only 1?
This is a trap that you need a Kozmo monster on the field to be able to use, and I think if that Kozmo monster is not going to replace itself, then there's no point. And given that your best end of turn board is going to be Planet, Infinity, Lady, none of those 3 monsters are Kozmo monsters that replace themselves on the board. So I don't think it's that great. It's not a card you can set really any point in the game. I like it, but I often end up just searching it. When I need it, I search it, and it'll win me a game. When I don't need it, I don't see it, and all is good. I play 3 Call the Haunted because this card is forever going to be so good. I think this card should have gone to 1 in gone to 1 in Star Seraph Shaddoll format and stayed there. Like just being able to bring back a monster during the battle phase for an OTK or to stop your opponent killing you is too good. Extra deck. I've got 1 Gachi because I don't have a Herald. This is okay, but it's not Herald. I'd like it to be Herald. 1 Leviair and 1 Grand Pulse. Leviair is important for combo, as is Grand Pulse.
Why only 1 Leviair?
Because extra deck space, and I think multiple Leviair is a bit bad. Like you're going to use it once for the combo, and if you haven't made the combo first turn, you're going to go into it later in the game. 2 Pleiades. I've been playing this like forever, playing it at 2. It's like a staple for me at 2 because I absolutely adore this card. However, I've realised recently I'm only playing 2 Slip Rider, so making the second's almost impossible. So I'm probably going to cut this down to 1 and replace it with something. I'm not sure what yet. Maybe an Ancient Fairy Dragon. I've got 1 Volker, 1 Magna Liger for my generic rank 5s. Volker's really good. Like it's a great bait for effect negation. And even if they don't respond to the bait, then you've done burn damage and you can put a Gaia on it, and then Magna Liger's just another popper monster, which is pretty good. 1 Nova, 1 Infinity for end of combo board. Like these 2 cards, this card is brilliant, but not if you don't have the stuff to back it up. If you can't make full combo, I wouldn't recommend going into just an Infinity. 1 Gaia, because it goes on top of Volker and you do piercing. 1 Lancelot. This is my rank 8 Nightmare Shark that can negate anything. So if you're on 2k and you don't have 2 things to stop this attack, you're getting killed. And I think it's definitely worth sacrificing the 2 Destroyers for. I'm running Synchros with Veiler in the main deck. I'm running a Black Rose and a Scarlight. These I think are the 2 best Synchros in this range. Like, yeah, Omega's good, but Omega doesn't really do much for me. I like Scarlight because it can pop and let me float, and Black Rose lets me get Kozmo Town's effects and my ship's effects, so it's pretty good. I'm probably going to drop the second Pleiades for an Ancient Fairy so I can really abuse Kozmo Town. Then, last 2 cards are the 2 Fortress Dragon, because siding Cyber Dragon. Gone back to my old days. My side deck, I've got 3 Flying Sea for the BA matchup, and, well, rank 4 grind. I think this is better. I don't think this is better than Reaper. I think you can draw this at any point and it'll give you advantage against BA, but this is good against every XYZ deck, not just Burning Abyss. So I enjoy this, plus I don't have Reapers. I don't intend to get Reapers either. I'm not going to bust the bank for them. 2 Cyber Dragon. I think this is better against Kozmo now than System Dan is. I think System Dan is, like, they can negate that shit with Infinity. So, like, this is an out to Infinity planet that can't be negated, which I think is very useful. Got Raigeki and Dark Hole, because these are good against everything now. Like, there's nothing that doesn't get annoyed when you board clear them. Because even if you're board clearing Kozmo, it means that's not a destroyer on board, so it's bad, basically. Like, and if you hit a Slip Rider now, especially with Raigeki, they're not going to float into anything good, because nobody plays Wicked Witch anymore. 2 Twin Twisters, back rows of thing.
Why only 2?
Side deck space, and I have other ways to deal with annoying back row. Plus, I don't really like the discard. Got 3 anti-spells. These are going to probably turn into 3 Mask of Restrict.
Why do you run anti-spell?
I was initially going to run it thinking, Pendulums and Monarchs, but, you know, Pendulums I just beat. Monarchs, Mask is so much better. Then last side card is 3 Royal Decree.
Why Royal Decree?
Imperial Iron Wall, and Demise decks. When you're playing against the deck that plays card Demise, I will probably side out 2 calls and maybe, like, I'll probably even side out 1 call and 2 Veilers. And I'll side in this because I will go without the 3 traps I have left in my deck so that they can go without the 20 plus that they're running. Because Demise decks are a threat this format. I mean, this doesn't do much against Cleave Demise, which is annoying because they can just tribute a Helix and pop this. But it's quite. I think it's definitely worth running, especially with the threat of Iron Wall and the threat of, you know, Rippling and Storming Mirror Forces, strikes, all that kind of stuff. I think Royal Decree is definitely worth the spot it has in the side. The spots it has in the side.
Okay, thanks for watching.